Hey there everyone, this is Yui. Welcome to episode 3 of Stoneblock 2. Today we're going to get into some automatic resource generation. So let's get to it. Now between episodes I did a bunch of grinding. I finished off my meshes. Grabbed a few things. I moved a bunch of the drops over into drawers here. We don't have a terribly large amount, but there's a good amount there. Do have 24 diamonds now, though not totally broke. I hatched the chickens. They're sitting in there. They're in a little pen, pooping out drops, literally poop. So we'll go over these guys later, because there's a lot I want to get done, but I don't know how much we will get done. So the first thing we're going to try doing is, say, maybe automating the mob farm. We'll go with some vector plates, maybe a player trap. That one, or diamond spikes. No, we'll go with the player trap, I think. So we have several options here. Even mob grinding utilities is a good option. Oh, decisions. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we need vector plates to start. To make those, we're going to need slime and sugar. Actually, I don't even have a lot of sugar. Oh, fantastic. Can we grind this in the sag mill? A little bit. So, if you remember before, we got a sag mill from the quest rewards, and I made a survival generator. It is just a furnace, 2 redstone, piece of iron, and 5 cobble. It's not good. So while we're doing stuff, let's grab yeah, sure, that'll be good. This thing is very slow but efficient. So over time it will, is this gonna work? Oh, that looks good. I think we only need one. Alright, so let's go with, actually, before we do the mob farm, we'll go over the other quick no, 16 plus 2. Yeah, that should be good. We'll make a couple crates up. I have a few hoppers from when I was playing around with stuff. And we got the bonsai trees. So what we can do is combine the hoppers with the bonsai pots, and we get the hopping bonsai pots. We take those. Let's get whatever you want, really. You know what? We're gonna need paper. Let's get rice. 3 and 3. So rice in a diagonal will get you paper, similar to sugarcane. 3 pieces of paper and a sapling will get you a paper bark sapling. Let's dump this. So I've already made a couple of these. I have the spider web one and a mineral one. But using these bonsai trees, when you set them up early, let them go, and you'll build up wood over time. In this case, I'm also getting string. And this stuff I'm not really touching. But that's a good way of getting wood without constantly farming trees. Alright, so if we take more rice, so if we go here, I've made an upstairs, and back here I have farms. I have wheat, tiny bit of sugar cane, and upstairs I have miscellaneous. So rice is one of those things. I just put it far out of the way, that way I don't have to deal with it. But if we take more rice, get our buckets, let's go get a couple buckets of water. Alright, then it's across the bottom, you get this dough. So if we get 4 recipes worth, it'll give us 8 dough. Put it in a little plus with the middle empty, and you put a bucket of water there, and you'll get rice slime. And then we can put that away. So that is where this slime will be coming from. What was that? What the heck was that? There shouldn't be anything anywhere. I lit up the mob farm so that no mobs would spawn. Oh. Why are you blowing up? That's weird. That scared me. Jeez. Alright. But anyways, I processed a bunch of metals. Mainly iron. A little bit of gold. Some osmium. You know what? Sure. And copper. Yeah. We're gonna need a bunch of this stuff. So we should be able to make a few vector plates. Is that it? There we go. That'll get us 8 by 8 plus 8, so 9 by 8, I guess. And then let's make a player trap. I think that'll be fine. Then we need... I don't know. Let's see here. That's doable. Here we go, item collector. Those are good. But we don't quite have the stuff. So we need... It's not like that, nope. Get some slabs, 1 slab. This has to be smooth stone. You'll get a stone barrel. And there's a quest for it. Reinforced conversion kit, okay. Double layer, no. Oh, building gadget. I don't have anything to charge it with, but, you know, okay. Alright, however you want to do this is fine. I like to go wherever my water supply is. Dig down a block. Actually, I'm going to put it in the corner. And I put it underneath so that water is on top of it. We get our bucket. Or 2. Bucket of lava. And then make sure you right click the barrel, otherwise you're going to mess stuff up. But once you do, it'll turn it into obsidian. And that's how you can get obsidian. We need 3 pieces. And then we should be able to make an item collector. Can we make the advanced one? What's that take? Actually, we can. We have glowstone from sifting dust. And lastly, we need another crate. Oh, did you see that? You want some wood pants? Oh. No. Think of the splinters. Alright, so we have a means to kill the mob, a means to move the mob, to pick up the items, and a temporary place to store them. With that, we should actually be good to go. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a bit too much. But what I'm going to do is then clear this out and flatten it, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, and we're back. So I've cleared out the 3 areas, sealed them up. So now we have this one big room instead. I went ahead and started putting down the vector plates. To do these, face the direction you want the arrow to go, and just put them down. I kind of like, you know, filtering them all into one little spot. And so I'm going to set mine up like that. Now, wherever they are in here, we got to break these torches. Items will move, monsters will move. If you're on top of them, hold sneak, and you'll be able to slowly walk around. If you let go, you'll start moving. Very slow, because these are the cheap ones, but you know, it's still something. And now we can just put our player trap here and seal it off. Actually, let's seal it with a cobblestone and a slab here, just so I can see inside if I want to. Big if. For now, I'm going to put the crate here, and on top of it's going to go the advanced item collector. Now, if I throw anything on the ground, it's going to get sucked up, thrown in this crate, including the mob drops in there. So with that, we have an automatic mob farm. We don't have a big storage yet, and we don't have any way of moving that over just yet, so we'll have to just keep checking on it every so often and manually clear it out. Alright, so we got that. Now the next thing I want to do is dealing with the smeltery. Oh, there's a compressed guy. Oh, he didn't burst. Oh, well. I put the slab there so I can pick up the experience every so often, in case you're wondering. Not that it's super important. But okay, mine's a little glitchy, but if we look in the Crucible, there is this heating sources tab. Mine is totally jacked up and it's going to give me an error in chat in a moment, but it tells you the rate and the item you can use. So we're using currently a torch, which is just 1 times. And it goes up to 120, so I figured we should probably upgrade it. And the one I was looking at is a heating element. Was it not that? Super. Yeah, super heating element, this guy. Copper, redstone, steel. Do I have glass? No. Let's just fill it up. All right. Not that. Okay, so steel. There's a recipe here. It is not cost efficient, but it's still not horrible. Which you just use a stone hammer. What is it, cobble? Okay, so 2 of these cooked up. Is there any use for these not cooked up? No. All right. String and then the stone. There we go. Now you only need 1 hammer. Try this again. There we go. And with that, we can craft steel in the crafting table. Like I said, it's not super cost efficient, but it'll serve our needs for now. We can make a steel casing, and there we go. So now if we replace this torch underneath, so if you see at the top, it might be hard to see, but it says rate 1x. We replace this, it's now 60. Yay, but we're gonna keep this one slow for now. And that is what I made this second one for. So we're gonna take... Oh, now that I think about it, we need more glass. Get some more. Where's the sand? Because I want to make a second cobble generator just for this. Water, lava, and cobble. Then let's get 2 hoppers. Need the fluid ducts. Do I still have those? Actually, we could... No, we're not going to do that. I was going to say we could just use the item ducts. Oh, more glass. There, just make a bunch. Anyways, what we're going to do with this is, for now, I'm going to set it up. Yeah, sure. About here? Yeah. So we'll put the heating element, the crucible, the generator here, 1 hopper feeding into the crucible, and the other hopper feeding into that hopper. Now what should happen is this will produce stone, it'll push into this hopper here, hopper move it here, and then put it in here. And there we go. So we have a consistent source of lava being generated. Now all we have to do is take that lava, we'll use a servo and a fluid duct. Set this to ignored. And there we go. So now we have basically this tank will never run out, is the theory. While we're at it though, let's get... Oh, I don't know. I wanted to upgrade this cobble gen here. Which takes iron? Yes. And then what's next? Diamond. Okay, we'll do that. And then I think it's blaze. Yeah, we can't do that just yet. But we get 2 more quests. Come on, something good. Exchange gadget. Okay. Imaginary time block. Well, it's worth a lot. Quantum flux. Alright, let's it look faster? No. Oh, it needs power. Alright, well, speaking of power, let's go with a simple extra utilities power generation setup. Actually, you know what? While I'm at it, let's upgrade this. Just to make sure. I don't think we need to... Yeah, we're not going to diamond level. But with that, we can make, say, a few things. We need this, that. Oh, probably that. Manual mill, yeah. Oh, what else was it? Get a magmatic generator. I'm missing something. Transfer nodes? Nah. We'll get the battery though. Alright, let's see how much of this we can actually make. Missing block of coal. Oh, no, we're not. You would be sadly mistaken there. Not the generator, the resonator first. Throw that wherever. Doesn't matter. Actually, we don't even need to, because we could just make a furnace generator. Machine block. A furnace. Furnace generator. Oh, don't throw it. There we go. Super tiny, just single generator. Throw it here. It'll suck up the extra lava from there. It's probably not going to stay here, or I might make another lava setup somewhere else. But if we take that, so you're good. Let's make a battery. Nope, so we do need that. This plus redstone. 24. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. One of them. We need bricks. Polished stone. Manual mill. Then 6, 7. Alright, so to work this, we have no power being generated, so it's going to stop right away. Just hit right click on the manual mill and it will do the rest. You don't have to hold it, just hit it and let it go. So when this finishes, I'll be back. Alright, and we're back. So I set up this water mill to replace that manual mill with the first several stone burnt that I got. Or is it water mill? This guy. 6 stone burnt, 2 of those redstone gears, and 1 of the resonating things. To set these up, you need flowing water next to each adjacent side. Well, you don't have to. So this here is the source block. This is flowing water, flowing water. There's the source and flowing and flowing. That's the maximum you'll get, is 16 per. And with that, the... what do you even call it? Yes, the resonator will just, you know, work as long as the recipe requires less than 16. So it's the same as the manual mill, almost. So what we need is a little more than I thought. So we need to make a trip to the Nether. And before we do, I want to make some armor. And if you use obsidian, which we know how to get, and it's a lot faster with that times 60, it's like a few seconds per piece of obsidian. But you can make this Tiny Progressions obsidian armor set. And when we put that on, we've got basically equivalent to a full set of diamond armor, but we also have resistance. So it is very cheap and very strong. The other thing we're going to need is a new pickaxe, which I'm just going to make out of obsidian. The last bit of obsidian that I have is going to go into sharpening kits to repair it. And then I'm just going to swap out the head. That will allow me to mine, well, whatever I need from there. Because what we want to make is this battery. We have a battery. And then I want to make these transmitters. So this battery will attach to the power supply, which is currently only this single generator. But now it's full. So what we could do is get rid of, say, this survival generator. We'll leave it for now, but we could throw this wireless, and then within 3 blocks, I believe it is. Oh, do you not work on that? I guess not. I guess it doesn't work for the Ender IO stuff. Well, we can then go ahead and make the reconstructor. That's the whole point of going to the Nether anyways. So when we put this down, I'm going to put it... actually, I'm going to put it in the corner. I'm going to right click it with a torch, so it's going to be redstone mode pulse. It's going to pulse. And then we can put this guy here. And it will slowly gain power. Yeah, I guess these wireless transmitters don't work for Ender IO. But it should be, so this should miss. Oh, that hits. That's 4 blocks away. So just to give you an idea, you can have them pretty far away. If you put 2 down, it does not double the speed. All it does is add the machine to a list of things to feed power to. But that's filling up with power. So we need to pick up a couple things from the Nether. And yeah. Man, I need a bag. So let's take a trip to the Nether, and I'll be back in a second then. Oh. Maybe not. Is this a cake? No, what is it? Nether. I must be missing something. Let me look into it and I'll be back in a second. Alright, and we're back. I don't exactly think we're supposed to go to the Nether. So there's a roundabout way of doing this. We need quartz. Nether quartz. Right here. We can get that sifting soul sand. So that's how we're going to start it, I suppose. Or should we do a chicken? Well, either way, we have to sift soul sand, which means we need a mycelium seed, which is seeds and a spider eye. With the new farm set up, I've already got a few spider eyes, so we can make a seed. I want to make a sink. Let's check this real quick. Okay, looks good. Okay, so up here, I put a little area. Oh, I need the watering can. Not that it super matters. Water there. Alright. Spread this out. Good. So in the middle here, I'm going to put the barrel. I'm going to put the sink in the back, sure. I have a fluid duct, a servo, which will go on the top, set to ignored, and that'll make, that'll put water in here, which the mycelium will transfer it over to witch water. And we get mushrooms. I'm going to put in 2 storage crates. And then item ducts on the side. We're going to go from this storage crate into this one. Ignored. Ignored. And there we go. So if we fill this with sand, when this reaches 100, it's almost there, 80%. Go for it. You can do it. 90. 5 to go. And there. Now that it's full, it'll pull a piece of sand out, put it in here, that'll convert it to soul sand, then it'll get sucked out and thrown into this storage crate. And now let's go see how lucky or unlucky we are. Because I would like to get this going. Give me just one piece. There we go. Alright. Next thing we need a lens. 8 pieces of glass around some quartz. Then we can upgrade that to a lens of the miner. With lapis. You need pretty much all the basic resources. And there we go. So you need iron, gold, diamond, emerald, lapis, nether quartz, black quartz, and coal. And we were just missing the quartz. So we can put that on there. Let's get a breaker. Let's see here. Stone button. No, I need that. I need redstone. A piece of coal. Going based off of memory here. Give me a second. Give you a button to manually trigger. Oh, that failed. You need to stop. Jeez. And coal. And we'll see how close I was. Those should be a couple quartz surrounded with Restonia. Get a basic oil. There we go, a breaker and a placer. Then we need a, not a comparator, what's the other one? Repeater. Actually, make it with the other recipe. There. And lastly, a lever. Actually, no, not lastly. We need more things. A furnace. Let's go... whatever. We'll just make the actually additions one. 2 forces, never mind. As too much redstone. Resourceful. That's 9. I can't make that anyways. What about you? 1, 2, 10. Alright, let me grab the materials for this. I'm gonna go with, I don't know which yet, but I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I decided we'll go with the redstone furnace from thermal expansion because we got the reinforced conversion kit. And plus it's enough, barely enough redstone without farming more for now. Last thing we need is... Actually, we need... one more cobble gen. Really? Here, oh, because you're missing stone. And we'll upgrade it just in case. Okay, so that should be everything needed. We're going to take... except another servo. And probably item duct. Alright, so if we get our breaker, this one, we'll put it facing away from the reconstructor. We'll give the reconstructor the lens. The placer is going to go in the ground here. And then on this side, we're going to go with a cobble gen. That's going to feed into the furnace. Furnace is going to get upgraded. Let's move this point closer. There we go. And now it'll get cobblestone and it'll smelt it into smooth stone. We're going to clear the outputs. I believe the front is over here, so this one? Yeah. Actually, we don't even need a servo for this. So if we just put this... I need a redstone torch. Torch. We're gonna get this. The breaker needs to be set to pulse mode, and placer deactivation is fine. So if we put this here, it's gonna transfer the stone over and place it. We're gonna take our repeater, place it straight into there. This can move now. Doesn't matter where. But now as soon as we flip this lever, it should start the cycle. Oh, that takes a... we don't have enough power. That takes a lot of power if you watched it. It's like 60,000 or 50,000. But that's the concept. So once we get more power, then this will be okay. We have it feeding in smooth stone. We'll use the lens of the miner to convert it into an ore, and then break it. And then we'll have that actually output over here. There we go. So if we take this away for now, oh, of course that's not going to work like that. Yeah, silly me. Button, repeater. But there you go. We can generate some of the various ores, but we need power, so we'll work on that next time, I believe. It's a way of automatically getting resources. And we have the mob farm going. Let's go quickly check on that before we call it. Get some experience. And that seems to be working pretty well. Let's see. Anything good? Oh, we got another rabbit. Or, not a rabbit. A chicken. Oh, there's stuff I want there. Okay, get rid of this junk. Sure, whatever. There's sponges. See that? What that means is we could take a rod, make a sponge, and bam, that'll drastically increase our durability, 184 to 441. But also, that means I can mine up stone and not get cobblestone. I can fix these holes in the wall. Oh, I know, it's not super exciting, but I love it. We'll deal with the chickens another time. That'll save us some effort. What do we get here? We get a cow stall. We'll use that too. Parrot bait. Okay. And there was more. Oh, we got a crescent hammer. And a lava cow. Well, there you have it. So we have a... It's just the beginning. Small way of generating some resources automatically. That way we can, you know, not have to sift stuff manually by hand. Anyways then, that's it for this episode. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Sorry we went way over, but it happens. Anyways, see you next time. Bye-bye.